Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Thunder and Lightning Podcast. I'm Thunder.
I'm Lightning, and you're watching the Thunder and Lightning Gaming Podcast on Twitch or YouTube, which is exciting.
Yes, if you are watching this Friday live when it goes up, there's a whole stream you're missing. We're going to be recording all of our podcasts every Friday, 5 p.m. EST. So if you want to see this live, follow us on Twitch. Twitch is the first link in the description of all of our videos. Welcome to episode 107 of the Thunder and Lightning Podcast.
Well, thank you. You turned to me when you said that, so I figured you were welcoming me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you.
How was your week?
My week was pretty uneventful. Chewy, if you've been following along with the podcast, if you listened last week, my dog had pancreatitis.
Yes.
He is doing better. He's recovering. The last thing we're watching for is him jumping up and down shit because he used to do that like a champ. Now he's a bit more timid to do it. So we're just keeping an eye on him doing that. The bands are doing well. We're actually working on a music video for one of them. We just got a prop in, which is really exciting. And me and the other writer for that band just got together and we talked about concepts and what we want to do and stuff. So that's really exciting. This upcoming week, my newer main project is going to be doing an audition for a second guitarist, which is really exciting.
Cool.
I think that's
any updates on school?
No updates yet. I'm
Okay.
gonna email them Monday, see if we hear back, see what the deal with that is. And I think that was my whole week. I think that's everything that's happened so far. What about you?
Yeah. If I'm being honest, I'm glad we have a lot of news because my week was equally as uneventful. I've been playing a lot of video games, so if you want to hear me talk about the new Halo, tune in, 3 days from now if you're watching this on YouTube, to hear me talk about that. I think that's how that works. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Last time we did this podcast, I mentioned a job that I was going to apply for. I did that. I've not heard anything yet, but something that you and I were talking about, in order to give a video application, the way that their thing was set up was I had to upload it to YouTube and then link it to them. So I uploaded it to our channel. I unlisted it, of course, but because I did that, this was not the intention, but I just realized that this is a thing. Because I did that, I can see how many times it's been viewed. Yeah. It's been viewed 3 times.
Oh,
which is an odd number because it's like not none, but it's like also not 100. It's like clearly, I think it's safe to say 3 people have seen it at this point. So yeah, I'm just still excited about that.
That's better than 1 and no call back.
Right.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah. I keep getting calls from numbers I don't recognize, and it just ends up being spam calls.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. I'm just sort of like, I've been sleeping terribly, and I actually have an excuse this time. It's because I can't stop thinking about this job. I want it so badly. I want it a lot, and wish me luck. But yeah, no, I technically have no news on it. I just wanted to update everyone. I did turn in the application. So
it's good to know. Good to hear.
Fingers crossed.
Keep us
on
updated.
That front. Yeah, totally. We started streaming Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I know it's a video game, but I don't want to talk about this on the video game podcast. If I could just briefly, since it's sort of like behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, that's what this podcast is all about.
If I could just briefly talk about the video game Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. My goodness. It doesn't want you to. It doesn't want you to level up, but like I have to.
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't matter what order you do the worlds in. They scale difficulty accordingly.
Yeah.
So when World 1 is 5 straight rooms of tutorial, and then World 2 is one normal room and then a room with a fight in it, and that fight is so fucking hard and that you have to grind for it. Grinding is not like a concept that has been introduced to you at that point.
Right.
And like, here's the deal. Here's the problem. I played that game for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I got us like 10 levels and I got a way better deck. Did I have fun doing that? Of course I did. It was really fun. I had fun doing that. But like, let's playing and playing a game is different, you know?
Yeah.
And
you can take your time, you can relax.
Grinding is not easy in that game, because if you leave the level, all the rooms reset, and sometimes you need to do that. And I'm not going to do that on stream,
right?
You know, or God forbid in a entire episode of a Let's Play is just me doing that. So I'd much rather do all the important story stuff on stream. I anticipated a lot of grinding off camera. I did not think stream 1 is when I would hit
right.
I haven't grinded enough snafu. And it just left a bad taste in my mouth. But I'm not going to lie, I had a lot of fun grinding and leveling up. It's a fun game.
I really wasn't expecting that, so that's good to hear.
No, me either. I've done this to myself, but now I got 2 collectible card games that I'm streaming.
Yeah.
Because King Knight was surprisingly one of those as well. But yeah, I think that's it for me. I've just been sort of like waiting for something to happen.
I think we're both in that boat.
Yeah. So I say let's just
Hop
go right into the news. Yeah.
Sure. So news is, we got to thank, as usual, Pauline, aka Monsoon, of this channel, for this week's news.
Yes.
So with that, let's get into it. That we're saving.
Yeah,
you
got some video game stuff.
Yeah. Christ, I do have a whole list of the amount of rumored cameos in Multiverse of Madness, but we talked enough about that.
Yeah, we talked for a bit about that. It's gotten really ridiculous.
Official Marvel site may confirm 4 Disney Plus shows in summer of 2022.
Okay.
Should I bring this up?
Yeah.
Okay. Holy shit. Ads, go away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it didn't make them readily available. I'm not going to read this whole
thing. Well, it sounds like some metadata might have leaked to the public, and it confirms that this summer is going to be a big Disney Plus Marvel TV show summer.
Moon Knight star Gaspard Ullick dies at 37. I don't know who that is.
No, you weren't supposed to. He's like an up-and-coming, like, huge potential big name in, like, French cinema. And he's going to be in Moon Knight, and he died. He passed away.
Wow.
Just out of nowhere, from what it sounds like.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Really starting to feel like that's the only way out of a Marvel contract.
Jesus. Well, Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
And Scarlett Johansson, right?
There, you can get lucky. You can get lucky. You either got to retire the mob boss, or you got to, live by the sword. This joke went way too far. A real man died. I'm sorry. That was bordering on inappropriate. But no, that's really devastating. And I don't know what his position is in this movie yet. I hope it was good though.
Moon Knight?
Yeah,
that's a TV show.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. I just,
No, you're good. Yeah.
Hope it goes out on a good note.
No, I mean, it sounds like it was the last thing he starred in.
Yeah.
Or, guest starred in.
Moving on. Lord of the Rings series title revealed by Prime Video.
All right. Lay it on me.
I would if there weren't so many fucking ads. So
they have been making this fucking show for like most of my life, it feels like. They've been talking about this show for so fucking long.
So what's your guess? What do you think this
I guess it
show is going to be called?
I guess it matters what time period we're in. Can I know that first?
Yeah, actually I will. It seems like I'm basing this off of the knowledge of the title. It's during the time the rings were created.
Oh, so we're talking pre-Frodo, but like probably during Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, probably somewhere in there.
Yeah, which means Gollum's gonna show up for sure. Okay, so I don't know because there's a bunch of Lord of the Rings stuff, and they all have their own title, but like it's starting to sound like none of them are gonna add up.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, lay it on me.
The Rings of Power.
It's called Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power.
Yes.
Okay, couple things
Yeah.
with that.
Okay, sure.
Too many rings.
Well, I don't know if it's
rings.
I don't know if it's technically called Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. It seems to be called The Rings of Power. That's what the show is called.
Oh, okay. That's interesting because you'd think they'd want the Lord of the Rings branding in there somewhere. Because my second issue, Rings of Power sounds like a Green Lantern television show.
That's fair.
And not a Lord of the Rings one. I get it.
There are Rings of Power in Lord of the Rings.
There are. They don't necessarily do what the Green Lantern ring does. But it really sounds like a Ring of Power is what you get if you are a lantern, green or not.
Okay.
Like when you say Ring of Power, whether or not there's an S on rings or not, I think lantern, not Lord of the Rings.
That's
fair. If we were playing like a word association board game, and you say something, and I have to say the first thing that comes to my mind. You say Rings of Power, I say Green Lantern.
Okay, fair enough. Listen, if we're doing a word association thing, and my thing is Lord of the Rings, and I say Rings of Power, what a shit job I did. Show better be good. It's very expensive. This show.
Oh yeah. Well, because when they fucking started making this show, there was no Game of Thrones.
Really?
And now they've been making the show forever.
It's been that long?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I don't know. I think we might have been like halfway through Game of Thrones when they announced this. I don't know. Game of Thrones has been around longer than I think you think it is.
Game of Thrones started in 2013, right?
Yeah, that's a long time. It's almost 10 years.
Yeah. No, but this show, I'm probably wrong. This show has been in production hell for a long time.
No, it absolutely has. I would say half that time. I feel like this show got announced while we were in college.
So you think this show is a response to Game of Thrones? They were like, oh, Game of Thrones is popular. Let's make a Lord of the Rings thing.
That probably had a lot to do with it. I don't think it's a response. I think it's whoever owns the rights to Tolkien stuff just having a pissing contest.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you made a thing, huh?
Right.
Did you forget about my fucking thing?
Yeah. The people who own Tolkien stuff is unfortunately Warner Brothers. So check out Gandalf versus Trinity in Multiverses.
Oh, that means we're never gonna get Gandalf in a Spider-Man movie.
You can catch Gandalf fight Trinity and young Sheldon in Multiverses. On all systems, I assume.
Young Sheldon's not in that game, right?
No, but doesn't it feel like he is?
Could be.
When I said that, it wasn't weird, right? LeBron James versus young Sheldon. Who wins?
Christ. I hope LeBron James.
You'd hope, right? But LeBron James, as far if New Legacy is anything to tell me about him, not so smart, that person. At least his persona in that movie. And young Sheldon, as far as I can tell, is a child prodigy, I guess. I don't know. I literally I'll never know.
Moving on.
What? You don't want to talk about young Sheldon more?
No, I don't. I really don't. King of the Hill revival announced by series creator, who I can only assume is what the fuck's his name? Mike. It's Mike.
Mike? Okay. Yeah, I know Mike.
No, fuck. What's his name?
I don't know. I'm sorry. What's the new King of the Hill called? Is it just called King of the Hill?
I think it's just. I think they're just Mike Judge. I think they're
Mike
just
Judge.
bringing King of the Hill back.
Oh, is it just like season 9 or whatever?
Yeah, I think
okay.
King of the Hill is just coming back
because they just announced a Frasier reboot, and that's similar. That's taking the iCarly route.
Oh, okay.
Where it's not season 12 of Frasier, but it is just called Frasier.
Okay.
And it is also on Paramount Plus, I'm realizing, so 100% the iCarly route.
Watch Frasier and Lord of the Rings.
Sorry,
the Ring of Power. The Rings of Power.
That's on Amazon. That's on
Amazon.
Amazon.
What did you just say?
Paramount Plus.
Oh, okay. Those are in fact different. There's too many of them.
Yeah, there's too many. Paramount Plus was the tipping point where I was like,
Yep.
there's stuff I want to watch on that. I'm not going to fucking buy it, though.
No, same. I had Pauline had it for a minute, and we watched all the Rugrats, and that made me happy.
Rugrats good?
The new Rugrats?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
They took some... They made the personalities of some of the characters just wildly different than what they were.
Oh.
And it was just a weird choice.
Interesting.
They definitely were like, it's Rugrats, but what if Rugrats happened in 2019 or something? And what if this character acted like this? And it's like, what if they didn't, though? And what if it was just Rugrats?
I see. Interesting.
What if you just brought the technology up and left the characters' personalities alone?
Yeah.
Moving along. Buckle up.
Oh, no.
Arthur, series finale.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
I knew that it was coming.
Will flash forward to grown-up versions of beloved characters.
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
So get ready. I think we're all going to be watching Arthur. And I think we're going to do a cinematic relief episode
kidding me?
On the final season of Arthur.
That kid, they're literally doing what One Piece did. That kid has been 8 or whatever the fuck. How old are you in first grade? Like 8, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
That kid has been 8 or 9 years old for the past, 27 years. Jesus Christ. Are they going to, in this future timeline, are they going to talk about the fact that the dog talks now or whatever the fuck is happening on that
show?
show?
The dog doesn't talk at that point.
He lost his ability. Oh, no, the dog's definitely not going to be around, I'm realizing.
Well, let's not talk about that part. No, fuck, they did it. They did it in Rugrats. They can keep the dog alive in Arthur. How bananas is that? I think I'm actually gonna tune in for a minute. Even if nothing else, watch a clip on YouTube.
Why? Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. Why do you think they're doing that? For us? For our benefit? The people who've watched at the beginning and...
Maybe they're going the Pokemon route. Where they're like, we have a trap card, and that trap card is when Pokemon's no longer in the limelight, we're gonna make Ash grow up.
But at least on a season-to-season basis, I feel like Pokemon has a storyline, and I feel like Arthur...
It's just yeah.
I feel like I don't have confirmation of this, but I feel like Arthur in its later years has just become like just another kid's show, you know? Like I feel like there was like a tiny bit of a storyline in the first couple of seasons where you had like that new character come in and stir up the pod. And
well, don't forget, when you say couple of seasons, Arthur's got like 15 episodes or some shit. Do you remember we looked that up?
Oh, yeah, it's been running for like 26 seasons, but it only has like 150 episodes or something like that because they only have like the later seasons have like, I'm not joking around, like 3 or 4 episodes each season.
Yeah.
But there's like, it's almost like Family Guy, how like there's some plot development here and there, but like that's not the point of Family Guy, and it feels like right at the end of Arthur they're gonna be like, and now all the character development, quick.
It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be bonkers. Kids who are Arthur aged, kids who should be watching Arthur are gonna be like, what the fuck? Why is this happening? All right. On a sadder note, singer Meatloaf has died.
Yeah, I actually didn't hear about this until you told me, because it sounds like it happened while I was asleep this morning.
It did. It happened today.
Yeah.
74 years old.
That sucks.
COVID
You and I were...
complications.
Ah,
do you believe that?
Man, was he not?
I don't know if he was an anti-vaxxer. I don't know what his deal is, but that sucks. We lost Meatloaf.
You and I were just listening to Meatloaf, too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you love Dashboard Lights.
Paradise by the Dashboard Lights is one of the best songs ever written. I love it so much.
Fantastic, and we almost met him at Comic-Con, but he had to back out.
Oh, that's right. He was almost at Comic-Con.
Yeah, really upsetting. I was really excited, really looking forward to meet or have the opportunity to meet Meatloaf, or maybe even no, he stopped performing a while ago. But his name is Robert Paulson.
Mhm. What is that?
Fight Club. That's the character he actually played in Fight Club, and they chant it when he dies.
Right.
So
I've never seen Fight Club.
You've never seen Fight Club?
Nah.
that just made it to the.
Well, I already know the thing about it that you're not supposed to know.
But you have a. I feel like that would be interesting to hear if we did a Patreon cinematic release.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Throw it on Patreon.
No, I'll definitely do it for that. That's why I haven't watched it yet.
No,
because,
that makes sense.
I feel like as soon as I was born, how Fight Club ended was ruined for me.
Right. No, I hear that. Continuing on.
Yeah.
Netflix is making sequels to the best animated movies of the 2000s. Hold on. I didn't even read this one. I saw the picture and assumed I knew what was happening. The original Chicken Run is now 20 years old.
Oh, my God. Chicken Sprint. It's happening.
Having the big screen back. This is hold on. What site is this from? BGR.com. Since I'm reading a extended blurb from it. Chicken Run down. Oh, wait a minute. Having hit the big screen in 2000, Chicken Run Dawn of the Nugget will be the name of its sequel.
Fuck you.
And it's coming to Netflix in 2023. Like the original will be action comedy about heroic chickens. The main character, Ginger and Rocky, will be voiced by Thondewy Newton and Zachary Levi. Definitely said that first name wrong. Sorry. Replacing Julia
and Mel Gibson, right?
And yes. Bella Ramsey.
So sorry, hold on.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so Zachary Levi is what you said, right?
Yes.
That's Chuck.
Oh, did I say Levi?
No, you're good. I was just, for some reason, when you started saying Zachary, I autocorrected to Quinto, the guy who played Spock. No, Zachary Levi, that's Shazam. So he's who's taking over for Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, sure.
What was the lady's name?
Thandiwe Newton. Thondewy?
Oh, okay.
Newton.
Yeah, unfamiliar.
Okay.
But it sounds like there's more to this story, more than Chicken Sprint?
No, they're just explaining more of who's going to be in it, but, like, we don't need that.
No, but I thought the article was, like, movies.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I had this in it. I'm so excited for this. Wallace and Gromit is making a new movie for Netflix in 2024.
That's awesome because the last Wallace and Gromit movie from, like, 2009 or whatever was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was.
It was the Were-Rabbit one.
Yes.
That shit was great. And that shit, even back then, it was like, Wallace and Gromit's back.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. That seems to be all this article has.
Okay.
Which is fine by me. That's good enough.
Here's the only question that's on my mind nowadays. Is Wallace and Gromit going to be in multiverses? Can I see young Sheldon and Wallace and Gromit versus Trinity and SpongeBob? I don't even know anymore.
Or at least Wallace versus Thanos.
Wallace versus Thanos.
Oh, wait. I actually have a Wallace and Gromit multiverse meme that I remind me to show you after this. Funny you mentioned it. Squid Game. Season 2 officially confirmed with tease of Squid Game Universe on Netflix.
That took a little bit too long.
Yeah, that took kind of a while.
Still haven't seen it, but
well, we're doing something for that. And
right.
We do still have that planned
out.
No, that's
what I was
sooner than later.
That's what I was gonna say. I haven't seen it because of
yeah.
Also, this idea for the Squid Game video that we have, literally this morning, Smosh I think did what we were going to do.
Damn it. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll wait till Season 2's just about ready to come out.
Yeah, you'd think that they would have done that as well.
Because at this point, there's no... You wait till the next thing's going to happen.
Right.
As of whenever that got announced. Now, if you have Squid Game content, you wait till that comes out.
Yeah, let's plan that to drop like the day after. Cause
we can make it whenever. But,
right.
Is that everything that I have, Anthony? I'm asking you. Disenchantment's getting a new season. February 9th. That's coming out in like 2 weeks.
Is this season 3 or did I miss season 3 already?
I think this is season 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I fell off. I really didn't like season 2 as much as I loved season 1.
I forget what season 2 brought to the table, but
it brought steampunk. Like,
oh yeah.
She's like, and now I know science. And remember they spoiled what happened in the each given episode in the intro card. Do you remember that?
They've always done that.
Have they?
Yeah. I always just skip right past it.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, no, I don't like that either. That is all the news.
Okay.
That I have on my end.
My cat's at the door. I'm just gonna let her be for a sec.
Sure.
I never do this. I want to hype up if you're watching this on YouTube, I want to hype up the video game podcast that we're going to record.
Sure.
That's going to upload in 3 days, because the biggest thing to ever happen in the video game industry has happened, and I have a lot to say about it, and it's probably going to be the one and only news story that we talk about.
Sure.
Because it's absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal like moment.
Yeah.
Like in video games, I think the scope and depth and breadth of video games is about to change permanently. Love this industry, so look out for that. Big, huge news to talk about in that. Thank you for watching this video. If you are watching this video, as we said at the top of the hour, there's a whole live stream version of this that you can catch every Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do all our podcasts live in the Just Chatting category of Twitch, and it's always a fun time over there. Give us a follow if you don't mind, because it's totally free. And if you feel so inclined, you can subscribe and get some emotes that we had special made for us. So yeah, that'll do it for this podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. I've been Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
And we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe.
Our channel has daily uploads from podcast video essays, Let's Plays to skits.
Be sure to watch on Twitch. We stream all our video game and podcast content live at 5 EST every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Our intro is by Brad Kendrick and music by Froggy and the Friendship. Link to all that in the description below.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.